Hi guys, it's Kristy here, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a video on my top tips on how to survive Christmas with a chronic illness. I myself have Crohn's disease and I sometimes find that I'm more aware of my illness around about the holiday times. There's a lot going on around Christmas and it can sometimes be a little overtiring or stressful for those who have a chronic illness. So these are my top tips that I've put together on how to survive the holiday season. I do have my Christmas jumper on here and it has little lights and things. It's quite cool. Well, actually it's my boyfriend's, I just stole it on him, but I think it's now my top. So, sorry the background isn't Christmassy. We're doing a lot of work on our house, so this is the best that I could do today. The backdrops will probably be different for each video. This is actually a headboard right here, so sorry that there's not a more Christmassy theme to the background, but I do have my Christmas jumper on. Before we jump into the tips, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos from me, and give this video a like if you enjoy it, but I guess you have to wait to see if you enjoy it, and leave a comment down below with any questions you have. What are your tips for surviving the Christmas time and the holiday period? Let me know down below. So the first tip that I have for surviving the Christmas season is to prepare. I know that I certainly get a lot of anxiety if I run out of any medications, so I make sure that I put in an order for all the medications before anywhere my GP closes and my pharmacy closes. So I will make sure I put in an order. I will make sure I put on the order, because I have an online ordering system, that I want extra medication to do me over the Christmas period. So I want to make sure I don't run out of any medications. I also want to make sure I pinpoint exactly what it is that can cause me stress over Christmas and make sure I prepare for that. So for me, a lot of stress comes from all the shopping that needs to happen, being out and about and having Crohn's. It can be a really painful condition, so I make sure I have all the painkillers that I need with me. I keep a little medicine bag in my handbag, so I have all my medicines right there. I also make sure that I prepare for some of my other symptoms, so if I have diarrhea and I'm out shopping, I want to make sure that I have all my Imodium with me. You can also make sure that you have toilet paper with you. So something that Andrex do, the company Andrex, they do these little compact toilet rolls that are about a quarter of the size of a normal toilet roll, and it fits really easily into the little zip inner pocket of a handbag. So if you're out and about shopping and you're worried about making it to the toilet and there being no toilet paper, you can certainly have that in your handbag. Another thing that causes me, an extra bit of anxiety over Christmas is going to people's houses and feeling like, oh my goodness, what if I don't feel well while I'm there and I have a really sore stomach and I need to go to the toilet, and I just don't like the smells and things. So I make sure that I prepare for that. So something that I have got to counteract that is a product from a company called Happy Flush. I actually just checked it there and it's not available online anymore, but essentially what it is it's a spray that you spray in the toilet water before you take a seat, and what it does is it's full of these oils that have a really nice smell. There's I got the citrus burst one, so it smells really amazing. You spray it on the toilet and then whenever you go it sort of seals in the smell. So you can also get it's called VI Poo. It's from Airwick and it does exactly the same thing. It's probably more widely available. Well, that product isn't available online anymore, so you'll far more easily get the Airwick version of that, but you just spray it on the toilet water and then take your seat and then it traps in all the smells. So if you're worried about visiting relatives or visiting people's houses over the Christmas time and maybe having a sore stomach and needing the bathroom, that's certainly something that I've worried about. So that is something that I have prepared for and researched a product and found something that will make me just feel more comfortable in that situation. So basically I just try to prepare for those things that might happen with places being closed or having to be out and about a lot, and try to counteract that by making sure I have certain things on me that will help to reduce that anxiety. So the next thing I would recommend is to try to get a sponsor over the Christmas period. So for me, with my condition, I certainly find that there's a lot of food about. I'm very sensitive to eating certain things, and it sometimes can make my stomach really sore with having Crohn's disease. So I try to make sure that I have a sponsor there. So if I'm at someone's house and they say, oh, here, I baked this fresh and you should really try some, and it's got something in it that I know will give me a sore stomach, and I say no, and maybe they don't realise that it could affect my stomach, and I don't want to be rude, I have a sponsor there who I've pre-warned, look, in this situation, would you just help to back me up and, you know, try to get me out of that situation without me seeming like I'm just being rude, because that's always what I'm really conscious of, that that person has maybe gone to a lot of effort to make that food, and I don't want to appear rude by refusing it. Not that it would seem rude to refuse it, but I just feel conscious about that. So my boyfriend's usually my sponsor, so he'll say, oh, no, Kristy's fine, but I'll have some, you know, I'll certainly eat it, and then it's sort of the attention's taken off me, and then the topic of conversation moves on. Equally, I don't drink alcohol really at all, because it affects my condition and makes my stomach really sore. So what I try to do is, again, have Lee as my sponsor if he's there with me, and often people don't know about my condition and I don't really want to have to explain it, or they don't realise the impact that alcohol has on my stomach. So if I say no, you know, I'll not have a drink, it's fine. Even if someone without a condition says that, often people will push to say, no, just have a drink, go on, just have a bit of fun, have a drink. And it's sometimes hard for them to take no. So to have a sponsor there is a really good thing. Someone who is with you that can back you up and just say, no, Kristy's fine, honestly, but you know, I'll take a drink. Or they don't have to necessarily take a drink themselves, but they'll just sort of back you up and say, no, honestly, Kristy's fine. Kristy doesn't really drink, so you know, she'll just take a Coke Zero or whatever. So I often find if there's certain things that you're restricted with over the Christmas period, and it's something that comes up, so for me, I'm restricted with food and alcohol, and those are certainly things that people indulge in over the Christmas period. It's nice to have a sponsor there who can just back me up and help to get me out of that situation, especially if it's maybe his family and I really don't want to be rude, whereas, you know, he'll be a wee bit more forthcoming with them and just say, no, honestly, Kristy's fine, just, you know, she'll have something else instead. So I find having a sponsor is actually a really good thing. It can be a family member, it can be a friend, it can be whoever you're going to be bringing to a lot of the events that you might go to over the Christmas period. The third thing that I recommend over the Christmas period is really not to overtire yourself. There's a lot of shopping that needs to happen. A lot of friends who live away might come back to see family, and then they might say, you know, let's meet up. And there's a lot of just family obligations with friends, shopping obligations, and it can be really easy to overtire yourself. So just try to make sure that you gauge how tired you're feeling and try to react appropriately. My hair's looking like such a mess. Ugh. So try to react appropriately. So if you're feeling, right, okay, self-check, I'm feeling really tired right now, you can just agree with people, look, I'm not going to be doing a lot of presents this year, do you mind not buying me a present? I won't you know, reciprocate and get you one. So that just means it cuts out a lot of the shopping. If you're feeling too tired to go meet a friend, don't feel worried to cancel, because everyone else has a lot of other obligations on as well, and they probably won't mind if they have one meeting that's cancelled with one person. So I think it's just important not to feel over obliged to go and do things. There's a way to, in advance, cut down on all the crap around Christmas, all the presents, all everything, and just say, look, you know, I'm not really doing a lot of presents this year, so just don't buy me anything and I won't buy you anything back. So just self-check and just see how tired you're feeling and react appropriately. And the last point I don't have that many points, but hopefully they are useful points, is just to try to, oh, I have a twitchy eye, sorry, I probably just looked like I winked at the camera, is just to try to enjoy Christmas. I myself am certainly very tired, hence my twitchy eye, and I'm just really looking forward to having a bit of time off work, just relaxing in the house, watching Christmas movies, and just really taking the time to rest and laugh with my family and friends, you know, without feeling the stress of the Christmas period. It's really easy to get caught up in all that has to happen, and, you know, this has to happen on this day, and then we're doing this the next day, and yada yada yada, and it's really, really easy to get caught up in it. But just try to relax, enjoy it, get some rest. It's really important that those of us with a chronic illness get a lot of rest. I certainly know that the more I sleep, the better I feel. Just try to enjoy it and laugh, you know, laugh with your family and friends. They say that laughter is the best medicine, so that's it for all the tips. I hope you find them helpful. If you have, as I said, any tips of your own, leave them in the comments down below. Let me know of any other videos you want to see from me, medical related ones or otherwise. As I said, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!